Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here with our FM23 save, the ABC Journeyman, and we're back with Coventry City, which is club number 9, and you can see we have not held on to the top position. We're at the right at the start of February and we have fallen down into 3rd, which is the position we finished in the last 3 seasons. We're quite comfortably in 3rd, 8 points ahead of everyone else, but Burnley and Luton have just gone on a fantastic run of form, and unfortunately we've had a bit of a disaster. We've also had something good happen, but we've had a bit of a disaster in terms of one of our players leaving. Yeah folks, so there's a couple of players I really could not deal with us leaving. One was Leo, who's doing a fantastic job on the right side. He hasn't left, he's stayed with us. The other one was our Portuguese playmaker, Nerinho, and unfortunately he has had his loan cut short from Benfica, was it Porto, can't remember which. They weren't happy he was playing out of position, but he wasn't playing out of position. He was playing as a central midfielder, which is what they wanted him to be in that central. He was playing as a playmaker. The only difference was they wanted him to play as a deep line playmaker and I wanted him to play as an advanced playmaker. He was happy with it. They weren't, and they've just pulled him out, which is an absolute disaster because we don't really have that player to just slot in. We've got Aaron Land, who can do the job, but he's 34 and he was doing a reasonable job as the second striker. So it's really put the cat amongst the pigeons, it has. The other thing that we've done, which is on a very good side, is we have improved the youth level of the club. We are paying around £2 million to improve the youth level to level 3, which I think will mean we will get better quality players, because most of the time we have things like this from our youth candidates, and you can see another below average intake. So that isn't happened yet, but it will happen soon. We've got some reasonable players in these squads, as you can see. The likes of Christian Tagliaferri looks a very, very solid player, and by his stars, can't necessarily see that looking at his numbers, but there we go. So with the loss of our midfield general, we've also let a couple of other players go. One of whom is Glenn Samuel. I said I would do that. £275,000 to Bristol City. I think it's a decent move for us. He's gone there. He's not really doing particularly great. I'm not surprised. But there have been a couple of players who've come in. Omar Murillo was the player I bought in to hopefully replace Nerinho. He hasn't done it yet, but maybe we'll see that soon. He's got his passing. He's got his vision. He's got his technique. He's got everything I think he should have, but he's just not doing it. The other player who we bought in is Anwar Doumbia, who we've spent up to £600,000 on. He's just a 2-star player at the minute, but potentially going to hit 5 stars. Looks really, really solid, and we're going to try and get him into a really physical centre-back. That's the plan. He has gone straight out on loan to Notts County, and he's doing well in League One. So I'm happy with that. You know, we've got to think for the future, and that's what we've been doing there. So not 100% sure it's the best business in the world, but yeah, it is the business we've done. Anyway, this is where we are. So you saw the match against Crawley, which was a good 1-1 draw away from home. Wasn't too disappointed with that, because probably looking at the quality of chances, we probably deserve to lose it. We followed that up with a 2-1 win against Southend. Really pleased with this. Popovic and Allen with the goals. A late goal from Allen, really important. Southend are right up there, so this was a tough game. Away at Aston Villa, it was a 1-1 draw. Alan Land getting the goal. But this is back when we had Nerinho in the side. And then we beat Leyton Orient 2-0. Goals from Arino and a Matty Egan own goal. Big win against Derby, who are also again right up alongside us. A late free kick from Saul Ruan, our right back stroke centre back. And we've gone on a 4-game run without winning a game, which is a disaster. should be a lot better than we've done here. The Cardiff away from home, we lost that 1-0. Oxford at home, a 1-1 draw. This was disappointing, an early goal from Oxford. But again, they're doing really well in the league. It was a tough run. And then we had a game in the FA Cup, 4th round against Sheffield United, who were in the Premier League. And look at this, we were 2-1 up going into the 95th minute, Leo and Popovic, and they scored right at the end. And then to add insult to injury, we then played them at their place. We were 4-1 up. Ruan, Van Gelder hat-trick. And we were 4-1 up going into the 50th minute. And look at when they scored. They scored 5 goals in the last in the second half. 2 of the goals in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. So you feel, well, I feel very hard done by. We absolutely should have got through that tie, and I'm a bit frustrated we didn't manage to. So we're going to go and play Charlton, who are 23rd in the league. Don't know what that's going to mean, but you can see we are missing Barraud, our goalkeeper, Lawrence, our left midfielder, Hayward, our centre-back, Lunt, our central midfielder. All of those players are fairly important to what we do. So we've got a little bit of a weakened side out, and the side we're going to be playing is Van Gelder and Popovic leading the line. Popovic struggling to show his skills. Areno on the left, Leo on the right. Landon Allen is the current combination in there in the centre, and Issa, Asgar, Ruan and Hughes across the back line. And Light, is it Raoul? No, Ricky Light in goal. He looks like he could develop into something good, this guy. Scottish under 21 international, I want to say. Yeah, he's had a few games for the under 21, so decent player. Right, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble here. We've got every chance to win this. We need to win it because we need to catch up Luton, who are 2 points ahead of us. But we are on a 4-game losing, and Areno, has he got himself sent off? He's got himself sent off. What an absolute idiot. What the heck do we do now? Right, we'll bring Ferrier on. Popovic going up top. Let's see what happens. That's a disaster. Just seconds into the game, Areno getting him sent off. We've really shot ourselves in the foot there. Lights, well, he pushes it around the post. Not the most effective football there. But we've got one up top, Popovic, who was just not doing anything, and Ferrier, who's not good enough. All in all, I'm not happy with that. Well, we have reached half-time, and thankfully it is 0-0. It's actually an even game, and literally nothing is happening. We still have 58% of the possession, even though we're down to 10 men. But we're just not doing anything with that possession. We've gone and shoot on sight with the hope that maybe we can put one in from long range, but I can't remember the last time we did that. Luton aren't winning, though. 50 minutes in, we've got a highlight. Somebody's got a highlight. Let's get the ball off them. Come on, Harris or Ruan has picked that up. He's just gone just to absolutely nowhere. Villarreal into Popovic, and Popovic has got it through to Ferrier, who's, I mean, he's not the best player. He's lost the ball. He's picked it back up again. And Allen, oh my God, what a shot, what a save. And Leo's looking injured as well, which isn't great, but Allen could have taken the lead there, which would have been huge. Just didn't quite get it done. Right, Hughes on the right side. It's interesting that we're not being overrun here. It really shows you the struggle that Charlton are having at the minute. Allen's just running in the middle, but we've lost the ball there. That might be important. They've done well there. They've got the ball round the corner. And it's just into Issa. And it's just a terrible ball, that is. Popovic didn't win the header. I'm tempted to bring on what's his face, the one who wins the headers, but there's no one to Charlie Allen. Or maybe this is what we do. We bring Popovic on the right side. Leo, who's knackered, comes off. Allen comes on. There we go. 60 minutes on the clock. Can that be the move that makes the difference. Well, that's an interesting challenge. Gets away with it. They've got the ball here in a real chance. Oh, they've got no confidence in front of goal. That was a dreadful finish. But it's more and more in Charlton's court, this is, and you feel there might be problems coming if we carry on like this. Right, we've bought Peters and Murillo. Is the chance for something to happen at the end? I mean, a draw would be a fantastic result given what's happened in this game. And we did struggle at the end there. We absolutely struggled to create chances at the end there. We were level in the first half with them, but they certainly had the better of the second half. Couldn't quite deal with them, but we didn't lose the match, even though we lost a player after just a couple of minutes of the game. So that's fantastically good that we didn't drop points there. Well, let's see what happened to Luton. They were 1-1 when we last saw them. Are we going to catch them up a little bit, or have they extended their lead over us? Luton did lose. So, it was Burnley. Right, okay. So, Burnley have extended their lead over us, and we are 4 points behind both of them. And you can see Huddersfield are catching us up, because obviously we shouldn't be getting players sent off like that, and it doesn't help when we've got 5 or 6 of our first team players missing as well. So it was a tough one to try and get that done, but we didn't lose, which is the important thing. So folks, I will see you very shortly, I think, for the next one. We will be coming back. Hopefully we can stop this run, classic run right at the end, but I think we've probably still got a little bit of a we'll still be fine, I think, for the next. But I think we'll probably come back in here, Middlesbrough, maybe the Burnley game. That looks like it probably is going to be an important one. I'm really hoping we can turn this around, because it's unfortunate what's happened. It really is. And yeah, that game, well, it was frustrating the way it panned out. We should and probably could have done a lot better in that. If we hadn't lost a player so early on. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. See you for the next one. Goodbye.